to us about your role at Wells Fargo. Give us the details of what a vice president does on a daily.
Yes. So I'm actually a senior vice
Oh,
president.
excuse me. Hold on. Hold
Senior
on.
vice president.
Senior vice president.
And I am leading the work that we do for our consumer and small business segment.
Awesome.
Particularly focused on diverse customers.
Wow.
So I'm very excited to be here and have this conversation today.
Okay, so what does that look like? So we know that you're focusing on diverse customers. That means us. Anybody in here trying to get a business? And yes. So what does that look like for us if we are coming to a branch or calling? How do we reach out to someone who is at your expertise level?
Yes. So if you were to walk into a Wells Fargo branch, you would definitely be greeted by our banking staff. And if you were looking for a product or service, you would just, explain that to the banker, and they would put you in touch. If they couldn't help you directly, put you in touch with the right resources that specialize in small businesses. If I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs in the audience.
Absolutely.
Right?
Who's got that hustle? Yes,
right.
yes. Okay, come on.
And we can service you from end to end, whether it's small business, home ownership, banking services, whatever you need. But when we talk about small business owners, particularly women, right, we have, a lot of investment around our Black small businesses and Latino small businesses, particularly for women. So I'm just excited because we launched something last year, which is doing very well with the NASDAQ Entrepreneurship Center.
Wait a minute. Tell us about this. What did you launch?
So we launched something called Connect to More. And if you go to wellsfargo.com, you can find out about Connect to More. And they will partner you with small business resources and experts who can help you develop a business plan, keep you on track to your goals, and really connect you with the resources that a small business needs in order to grow and thrive.
I love that. Now you're sending us there. Will they kind of outline for us, hey, as a small business, you might need this, this, and that?
Absolutely.
Okay. We don't know what we don't know.
They will assign you a coach where you can work with a small business coach to help you identify what resources you need and connect you to those resources directly. And then you will be put into a mentorship circle where you can continue to engage with the NASDAQ Entrepreneurship Center.
That is amazing. So I might have to go get me a coach. Y'all down for a coach? Where do you go? wellsfargo.com?
wellsfargo.com, and you can just search Connect to More.
Connect to More. I love it. Now, how did you get connected to the financial services industry and Wells Fargo?
Well, my journey in banking started over 20 years ago.
Oh, so she's got experience.
Deep experience. Over 20 years ago, I started working in banking, and I started in a really, junior level role, back office, and really learning the business from the ground up. I've worked in the corporate investment bank. I've worked globally. I used to work in London for 4 years.
Wow.
And my opportunities just continue to grow. And so I'm excited and proud to be at Wells Fargo, bringing my talents and my gifts and experience to helping Black and brown, particularly small businesses and consumers.
Where do you see the trend heading for small businesses in 2023?
Oh, we're growing. We are growing. And let me just tell you, Black women, small business owners, are the fastest growing segment of small businesses. So we just see the growth as exponential. It doesn't stop.
Absolutely. So as we're looking towards getting financial services with you guys or with any provider, what are the things that we need to be looking for? Because people say that we don't even raise funds and get money and everything like that like we should as small business owners that are of color. There's so much money and opportunity out there. What do we need to do to educate ourselves on that part of the business?
Well, first of all, I would absolutely recommend you connect with a mentor because there are multiple strategies to raising funds for your business, and not everything works for everyone.
Does every business need funding, though?
That is true. Not every business does need funding. And the type of funding you may need may be different, whether you need, not to get into too many types of financing here, but, if it's debt or equity, there are lots of ways to raise money for your business. And so a small business coach and mentor will be able to help you identify the proper capital that you need, whether it's a loan or line of credit, or you're just starting out and you need to kind of establish yourself and generate some revenue and be able to demonstrate that, they'll be able to help you along your journey as a small
Yes.
business as you grow.
Yes, we love that. Do you all have any questions as far as financing is concerned when it comes to building your businesses? Maybe you wanted to take out a small business loan. Have any of you attempted to do anything like that or even thought about it for your business to roll it up? What would we do if we needed to do that? If we wanted to maybe open a space and we needed funding to outfit the place and do whatever, do we approach our mentor with that or do we come straight to the bank level, the store level?
Well, you could certainly connect directly with Wells Fargo, and again, the NASDAQ Entrepreneurship Center would help you to identify the business plan that you need to put together to approach a bank. But if you did approach a banker, I would, start with some fundamental questions about your business and the types of financing, as I mentioned before, could look like whether it's a lease for a space or an outright purchase. It could look very different. So when you speak to a banker about your needs and looking for a space, they will be able to help you navigate the different types of products that we offer to help you secure that space.
Okay, so talk to me. If there are any people here who want to do what you do, what would they need to do? What kind of steps would they need to take? Hey, I'm interested in finance. I want to learn how to do that and help people as well. What's the journey that they need to take? I mean, I know you have said that you worked in London and all these places, but what was the beginning?
The beginning for me, honestly, was just being curious and asking a lot of questions.
Were
As
you
a-
good at math?
I was pretty good. I
Okay,
have to say. I majored in economics and minored in business. And that really gave me the mindset for, approaching what a financial institution might look like. But honestly, you learn a lot just by doing. At least that's how I learned.
Absolutely.
And no opportunity is too small. You can learn anything and everything just by doing. And so I would, if anyone, my advice who's looking to get into this space would be to just get in, get your foot in the door, and you can navigate from there. Wells Fargo, like so many other institutions, are very large and vast and have a tremendous amount of opportunities that you can move throughout the financial institution and throughout the industry once you kind of have your foot in the door.
So we talked about mentors with the Connect to More, but on your journey, did you have any mentors that helped you along the way as just getting into finance?
Absolutely. And I have and utilize mentors constantly. And when I think about the value of a mentor, it's really someone who has um, advice to share, experience, and they may not have all the answers, but they can help you to ask the critical questions that you need to
Right.
get the right answers. But what's more important than a mentor is really having a sponsor. And
What's the difference between a mentor and a sponsor?
so a sponsor is someone who actually has the influence to be able to move on your behalf, put your name in a room that you may not be. So a mentor, just think of it as an advisor, but they may not be able to actually open the door for you. A sponsor, on the other hand, is someone who, may be a manager of the team who can make a hiring decision on your behalf or give you a strong recommendation and has a strong brand that they can lend on your behalf to get you into the space that you're trying to go into.
I like that. Is this good information for you? How many of y'all have ever had mentors? And how many of y'all have ever had a sponsor? Okay, I see a couple of hands out there. Now we know things that we need to ask for and look for. How do you approach that if you're looking for someone to actually mentor you? Now, I've had mentors that I know that have helped me personally, but I've also had mentors from afar that don't know who I am, but I'm watching them, right?
Absolutely.
And they still influence and impact you. How would we go about getting a mentor or a sponsor? How did you do it?
Well, I like to develop relationships organically. I think that those are the most authentic when someone is truly invested in you and they want to see you win. Those make the best mentors. And
Absolutely.
having a diverse group of mentors is extremely important. Not to only have, a mentor in financial services. I have mentors outside of financial services that can help me think about things outside of my space and maybe help me navigate things that I had not considered. So those experiences can be broad and very much valuable. But when you identify a sponsor, I think you have to be really intentional about that. Who do you need in your corner to help you move from where you are to where you want to go?
Like that. Who's going to help you move from where you are to where you want to go? And we know that Wells Fargo is going to provide that sponsorship via Connect to More when you can connect to that mentor that'll help you throughout your business. Now, Ahtis, tell us what you want us to leave with when we talk about sharing this whole opportunity with other people. Give us some nuggets that we need to say, okay, this is what you need to do as far as Connect to More is concerned.
Yes. First step, absolutely go to the website. And if you are near a Wells Fargo branch, I would also inquire through the branch network about how you get involved. But once you go to the Connect to More page, you'll be able to apply directly to the NASDAQ Entrepreneurship Center. And once there, they will actually help you navigate and connect into the mentoring circles, get you a mentor assigned, and move you through all the resources that they have to offer.
How many people have cell phones in their hands? I love your enthusiasm. Make sure you are go on right now to wellsfargo.com and go and click to Connect to More so that you can get that information and not just have it pass over you, but actually sink in with you, right?
Absolutely. And we piloted this last year. It was so successful that we've doubled the number of participants in 2022.
Wow.
And it's only going to grow from there. So we're so excited about how we're helping these businesses to grow and scale.
Do you see any particular businesses that are really standing out? Are there more people leaning towards this kind of sector or that sector?
You know, I'm just really excited to see the businesses that are coming back from the pandemic.
Absolutely.
You know, there was a huge setback that we saw and heard and felt in our communities when we saw our businesses close. Some of them, unfortunately, closed permanently, but we're seeing such a resurgence of entrepreneurship, especially as people are thinking about their careers and whether or not they want to go back into the workforce.
Isn't that interesting that it's an option now that
Absolutely.
I can do this or I can start my own thing? I can go and work the 9 to 5, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I can actually start this career or go and pivot and do a
And I
whole
could do
other thing.
both.
Come on. We can do both.
We can do
Multiple
both.
streams of income flowing in, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
I love it.
So I'm really excited to see those businesses come back, those anchors in our communities, you know, those services that we so desperately need and we've worked so hard to build. It's just extremely vital that we support them.
I love it. And what's next for you in 2023 with Wells Fargo and Connect to More, and even as you're on your leadership path?
Absolutely. I'm excited about that leadership path in 2023. We are developing even more partnerships so that we can reach more people, more entrepreneurs across the country, more business owners to help them not only with small business, but to help them invest, to help them become homeowners,
Yes.
to help them, you know, grow their wealth. So we're on that journey with the community, and we're really excited. So that's what 2023 looks for me.
I love it because it starts right there at your local branch, and it's branching out all across the country. Thank you all for joining us for this chat, Miss Ahtis Davis, Senior VP from Wells Fargo. Thank you. And wait. On a whole other side note, what's the skincare regimen? Because sis is glowing, right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us at Circle of Sisters.
Appreciate you.
Of course.